Hi, my name is Brian, and this is Kim, and we're taping our second episode of Speaking Out. Today's episode is the teen experience, talking about relationships, part 1. And basically what we've done is we've went to the website called myyearbook.com, and we came across some interesting topics that guys and girls have posted on there about boyfriends, sex, abuse, things like that. And we're going to go ahead and read off a few and give our basic opinions about it and pretty much take it from there. So
alright, well, I've got this one up right now, posted by Savannah, and she titled it "Why Does It Matter?" And what she asks is, I don't see why sex matters so much in a relationship, or why girls have to be smoking hot in order for guys to like them. I mean, yeah, looks do matter, but you should still be able to accept someone for the personality, right? I think that's a good topic. I mean, in a relationship, and something that, a lot of people base on attraction is purely by looks. And from my personal experience, personality is really key, and that chemistry. What do you think?
let's see, kind of bring myself back to a teen level. I mean, yeah, back then looks were the thing. I mean, everybody wanted the popular girl, everybody wanted the cheerleader or something like that. It really didn't have any real moral boundaries unless that's how they were raised. But nowadays, if they have a good personality, they're independent, at least I feel that they're good people, it works for me.
Yeah, but everything from school is preparing you for the real world. And real world, if you're thinking in the long term, is the big picture. Like, in the end, what is it that's really important? And yeah, I think that sex is important whenever you're in, not so much sex, but intimacy is important in a relationship. Now, for this girl in particular, because she appears to be a teenager, yeah, sex shouldn't be an issue because you've got your whole entire life. And if you decide that you do want to have sex and you are young, use protection. Because you got your whole life to think about. So, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, sex really shouldn't be a real big issue. I mean, teenagers, a lot of them, they're going to run out and do it anyway, whether it's personal reasons, whether they're actually feeling it or they're just pissed off at mom or dad. But
yeah, this is true.
I think they really need to think and kind of know themselves before really worrying about something like that. And as far as the looks go, if you think that you're hotter than that girl, or if you feel, at least in my opinion, if you feel that, he lost the best thing, hey, go to the next person. I mean, that's not the only guy out there in the world.
Yeah, this is true. Another thing I think, is like the whole high school experience is that it's a self-esteem, that popularity, I think, issue kind of crushes, a kid's self-esteem. And, you guys gotta feel good about yourselves. Take a look at yourself in the mirror, and be like, yeah, I do look good. Or, yeah, I am a good person. And I'd like to mention something about this whole sex thing, because the purpose of sex is to procreate, make other babies, or, is also to express intimacy between yourself and another partner. So I say wait it out, and if you feel like you absolutely can't, use protection, and I can't say that enough.
And at the same time, if you're pretty cool with your parents, talk to them about it. Open up about it. It ain't gonna kill you. I don't think Dad's gonna go off on you. If he does, then you might want to go to Mom or at least Grandma,
Yeah.
Grandpa. But
yeah, or get an older person's advice, someone that you feel that you can openly communicate with, whether it be like a school counselor or another adult family member, and be open and honest, because these are real issues and things that we need to talk about. You want to go on to the next one?
Sure, let's take a look and see.
All
what's
right.
next.
Let's see here. This is posted from Corrupt Ozzy Ray Smith. The other day at the lake, this is titled The Other Day at the Lake. My boyfriend got a phone call and it pissed him off really bad. I'm not sure what was said, but he said that we were leaving. So walking back to the car, I was walking in front of him. I guess I was kind of walking slow. Anywho, he grabs my arm and jerks me to the side. I tripped and scraped my hands. So sitting there in the dirt, I stared at him. He was still walking away. Then he turns and he sees that I fell and he completely changed. He ran over to me, picked me up and sat me on the picnic table and told me he was sorry and he wouldn't do it again. I believed him. But yesterday I was with him at his mom's for Mother's Day, and I said something I shouldn't have, I guess. And he slapped me. Again, he told me he was sorry. He didn't know what he was thinking, and he wouldn't do it again. I'm not sure what to do. I love him and all, but I've been abused by my stepdad my whole life. I don't need this from my boyfriend too. Any advice? Should I believe he won't do it again, and that he's just having an off week?
There are no off weeks. End of story. There's no off weeks. Love does not hurt. Love hurts in a way, but love does not hurt physically. And if you love somebody and they hit you, hey, that's not.
Yeah, that's a red flag. And if he honestly says that he won't do it again, then he should actively seek help, and actively work through that. I personally would say, 1, break up with your boyfriend. 2, tell somebody, whether it's your parents, your school counselor, anybody. Because it looks like, from just my opinion, that her father used to beat her, and that's kind of until you learn, Ozzy Ray learns that being abused as a child, in which in a way she still is, but there's patterns, and sometimes people are attracted by that, and it's learning how to break that. So maybe counseling for her would be a good idea. And if you are in an abusive relationship, call help. If someone hits you, I don't care, call the cops. I've been on both sides of the spectrum, and I'm glad that someone took action so that way I could get better, I could change. So nobody's going to change until they want to. And Brian's right, there are no off weeks, and love doesn't physically hurt. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah. I've been in, I've actually been in an abusive relationship.